Hi, everybody. So we're just recording this quick video because the submission time period for the annual meeting for ASHT is coming up. So our due date is the 21st of February, and we hope you guys are getting really excited to submit. The meeting's going to be in Salt Lake City. And we just wanted to record this video to kind of demystify and shine a light on the fact that the process of submitting doesn't have to be overwhelming. And kind of share our experience. So my name's Rachel. This is
I'm Maddie.
And Sam.
And we submitted together at the annual meeting last year. I've presented at the annual meeting before, but both Maddie and Sam are first-time presenters. So we just want to talk about the experience. So Maddie, do you want to tell us a little bit about the actual submission that we provided for the annual meeting?
Sure. So we did our topic on self-management of hand arthritis. We made it an interactive presentation. We decided to use live polls, and we had our audience submitting answers in person to get ideas and inputs from everybody. So we focused on that, and then we had input and information from actual patients of ours that have hand arthritis and their ways of self-managing and how OT was helpful for them.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun having the interactive part. So I'm glad you talked about that.
Nice.
Sam, and then can you share a little bit about your experience with actually submitting, like the submission process and what you have to share about that?
Yeah. So our team collaborated on the topic and the objectives and gathering resources over a few weeks. It was very helpful to have someone who had previously submitted to help navigate that. But I think we kind of concluded that it is really good to have all your ducks in a row, printing out all of the things that you need to submit before actually submitting that process to make sure that you have all of the things that you need.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point that it was helpful to have somebody that has submitted before. So I've submitted for annual meetings before. So we kind of knew, oh, we need to have all these things before. So it made it a little faster and easier for us when we were going through the platform and all that. And if there was somebody that was like it's their first time, they should know that they could reach out to meetings, meetings at asht.org. And then they can provide you help with like the logistics piece. If there's anything that feels like maybe it's a little overwhelming. So two last things I want to quickly chit chat about. If there was somebody that was like hesitating or a little nervous about submitting, what would the advice be that you all would give? Maddie.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity, even for new OTs, new CHTs to the field. You're surrounded by people with so many years of experience, and I think you shouldn't go into it being intimidated that you aren't as experienced. For us, me and Sam, we were fellows at finishing a fellowship while we presented, so we were also very new. It's a great way to get started and diving into one area that you're passionate about and just taking it away with that, and presenting is a great way to do it.
How about you, Sam? What do you have to share? Somebody
Yeah,
might be hesitating
kind of
on the fence.
following on Maddie's idea there with that there are no bad ideas, and so no idea is too small to present. I think we learn things in school, we do things in practice that are really important and they have value to be shared. So I think there are different avenues to an ASHT, not only presenting, but also posters, and there are other avenues to share the knowledge that you have. And so I would just encourage everyone that if you have something that you're passionate about, a new idea or a new treatment or just a case study that you think would be valuable to the whole group of hand therapists, to always think about submitting that so that we can all grow and learn from your experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. I agree with you. There's no idea that's too small. And it's so important to have a very varied amount of like different perspectives and things like that to learn from each other. So last thing, what would you all say that you got out of presenting professionally? Maddie.
Yeah, I think professionally, it definitely boosted my confidence as a therapist. This is my first time presenting at a national conference like this, and kind of taught me that I can contribute valuable information to hand therapy, and go with that. And then also as far as like working as a team, enhancing communication skills, which I can transfer to working in a clinic and being a therapist. And I think that was important to take on from that conference, working with the team there.
How about you, Sam?
I think I got professional networking with as a new therapist. I think it's a little daunting to go to these new or these conferences and things like that and be surrounded by all of these people that you've read about and read articles from. But I think it's important to know that they started out in your shoes as well, and so they want to connect with you. And I really loved that people asked questions and wanted to network and connect with me over my thoughts on this project. And I think that's really valuable for connections in the future throughout my career, making sure to keep ties with all of those people as I grow in this profession.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys, for chit-chatting a little bit on that. And I hope that everybody decides to submit a session for the annual meeting and join us in Salt Lake. So, good night.